Hey everybody, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to Farming Simulator 17, and welcome back to Agri OC. This is probably our last episode for Agri OC, and I'll tell you why as we get rolling. It's not a problem or anything, but we never end a series gracefully. We never end a series like as a plan. We always just sort of end. And so I thought, wouldn't it be nice for once to sort of do this with intent? So the problem is, we're in our wheat field, by the way. I did bring our wheat field in. We got one full trailer, and then we have about 3,000 liters in this trailer. This is what was left, and we've got some straw row there, and I did rent a baler. So here's what's going on, and here's the problem as I see it. How do we get out of here with this trailer? How did we get in here with this trailer? Let's do this. Let's go over here. And then we'll back up there. And then we'll go over there. Yeah, it'll be a plan. It'll be a thing you'll see momentarily. So here's what I'm realizing about Agri OC. It's a fun map to play. It's a great map. There's nothing wrong with the map. It's a fun map to play. It's not necessarily a good map for YouTube. And the fields are expensive. The prices are really low. You put all that together and it's a lot of work without a lot of progress. And that's fine when you're playing on your own, but I feel like either I would need to be doing a ton of work off camera. And when I say that, I'm not like complaining or anything. I mean, I already am on Western Shore, but that's just, it comes with the territory. I don't mind doing it. There's a question of how much time I have available. So I think I'd be putting a lot of time into this map off camera. And then what you would see in videos, every episode would like jump ahead so far from the last one because of what I'd have to do off camera to make any money for the farm to keep rolling. So right now we're on 185 euro. It's just absolute struggle bus. We ended up paying about 15 grand to lease our combine harvester. It was 10 grand right out the gate. And then as I was finishing up in the wheat field, it dinged me for another 4. So that's, call it 15,000 to rent that. I don't think the price of the crop that we brought out of those fields is even near that. And then another 5 for the baler. We got the baler because we want to make straw bales in case we open the dairy. We don't have any money to buy cows. I think it's just the price of the fields is so expensive. And the price of the crops is so low. We could make money, but it would take a long time. I mean, those fields that we bought, they were what, like 30, 40,000 a piece, I want to say, maybe more. And the price of the crop that we just took out of them was maybe 4 or 5,000 for each one. So even if we already owned a combine harvester, and even if that was pure profit, it would still take us like 10 seasons to pay off that field. But because we're leasing the combine harvester, we don't even make any money on the crop that we sell if we sold it. And if we feed it to the animals, and we've got 30 pigs right now, if we sold all of them, we'd make about 18 grand. And again, when you think about 15 grand just to lease the combine harvester. So it's not that the geomod or the economy is broken. I think this would be a great farm if you were just playing it for fun by yourself. But to try to have every episode like tuned up for the next one in the series, I just don't think it's possible. So this will be, for once, a good way to end a series instead of just never having an episode again, which is what I typically do. Now, in fairness, a lot of YouTubers do that. They don't necessarily say goodbye and play that Green Day song. It just stops. It just goes away. So we'll go ahead and finish up. I'll head back to that field. We're going to do a little baling, and then we'll call it. Now we do have Western Shore, and that will continue. We'll continue on the Western Shore. There's still plenty to do. I love that map. It continues to surprise me. You seem to still be enjoying it, so we'll keep that one going for a little while longer. And we've also got cattle and crops now, so we'll see how that works out. Cattle and crops, in fairness, is early access, and I don't know what there's going to be to do after we're done with the tutorial. My concern is back here, right there, further right there. My concern is that after we're done with the tutorial, there won't be a way to play cattle and crops the same way we're playing Farm Sim right now, right? decide what to do. What do you want to do? We want to do pigs. We want to plant canola and wheat and corn to feed our pigs, right? Okay, we want to harvest our grass and put it up for silage, right? Okay. I don't know if, I know it sounds simple because it's what we've been doing in Farm Sim for so long. Not me as a YouTuber or us on this farm, I mean all of us. We've been playing Farm Sim for so long, and that's what we've been doing. That's just what you do when you play Farm Sim. So I don't know if we'll be able to do those same things in cattle and crops, or if it's more of, I mean, it's definitely early access, but in some ways it's almost more like a proof of concept where you, I don't want to say you can't really do anything. That's too harsh. That's not necessarily fair to the sim, fair to the game. But I don't know that you can do the things that we do when we play Farm Sim. So we might get, save game, we might get, I don't know, half a dozen episodes out of cattle and crops. We'll see. I'm trying to be optimistic about it, trying to be very positive about it. So we'll have Western Shore, we'll have cattle and crops. We'll go ahead and wrap up this map. And other than that, you know, I mean, I try to mix it up a little bit. I don't want it to become just a Farm Sim channel. I have a lot of other sim interests, trucks and trains. Flight, I would love to bring flight in. Racing, definitely. I spent all weekend racing, had a great time. And I'd really like to share that with you. It's, racing is tough. I watched the 24 hours of Le Mans, the virtual 24 hours of Le Mans over the weekend. And that's pro drivers, like pro drivers from real racing. And it's also pro sim drivers. And I could hear the announcers struggling to keep it interesting, make it interesting, and keep people engaged. And they had probably, oh, I don't know, 50 interviews with people, right? Like you could, where's our bale trailer? Oh, it's up at the pigs. They had, I'd say, an interview like every 30 minutes. They had an interview with somebody. Right, here's an interview with Dario Franchitti, and then 30 minutes later, here's an interview with Roger Penske. They really, it was very professional, and they really did a lot to keep it engaging and keep things interesting, keep the flow going, and even they were struggling. So racing is a difficult thing to make interesting. I wish I could make my races interesting and bring them to the channel, but that's not something that's resonated with you so far. I'm not giving up, but I guess what I'm saying is I don't want it to be just a Farm Sim channel. So we'll get this hooked up and head back to that field. We'll do just a few bales, and this will be a quick video, maybe 17 or 20 minutes. All right, so around here. I do like the map, though, and it is, I cannot stress enough, this is a great map. There's nothing wrong with the map. It's maybe just a little too small to work well on the tubes. All right, so back in here. All right, get that hooked up and head back to that field. And I'm trying to think what else is going on in Farm Sim world. Well, if you're playing FS19, I know some of you are not, but if you're playing FS19, there's going to be a drop, I think it might even be today or tomorrow, but there's going to be that Kverneland pack. And I saw a notification from Giants that Kverneland themselves are like giving away coupons or vouchers or something. I don't know. Go to the news feed on the Giants website, and it could be that you can get that for free or a discount or something. Don't quote me. I very often have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, check out that Facebook post and see what's up there. And yeah, I haven't even been going to the Giants mod hub to look at mods. That's something that I did almost daily. You know what I'm talking about. Almost daily. What are the new mods? But it's been a minute since I've been there. I think because the mods for FS17 are for the most part sort of done. I know there are some people that are still modding 17, but not nearly as many as are modding 19. So that was a habit that I was in for quite a while, to go see what was the newest, the latest and greatest. And I haven't done that for a while. I saw a comment. It was on that cattle and crops video that I posted yesterday. I saw a comment that cattle and crops is not going to be able to catch up to 19. And unfortunately, I think that's true. I think, well, I've got some ideas. It's speculation. Obviously, I don't know the developers. I've never spoken to them. I don't have any inside information that you don't. But my guess is they just ran out of money and they're not able to put the time into it. Right? Money is that's a reality. You got to work. You got to pay your bills. If you've got a full-time job, that's definitely going to get your attention more than a side project. If your side project has funding and you can pay yourself a salary, great. You can work that, I don't know, 50, 60 hours a week. But if not, you got to keep the lights turned on. So that would be my guess as to what happened, is they just ran out of that Kickstarter money and had to go back to work. All right, so we'll go right through here. And I guess we can just pull this up right here. Right, oh, carefully. Turn that off. Hop out here. Get this going. Where are we at on time? 12 minutes? Yeah, we'll just do a couple of lengths. And I estimate we'll get, I don't know, how many bales do you think we get out of this field? Half a dozen? A dozen? Let's see what we get for 2 rows. How many rows we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Call it 10 rows, 10 lengths. Let's see what we get from 2. And do a little quick math. All right. This is from the Straw Harvest add-on, by the way. This is one of my favorite balers. I really like the Krona Ultima, the great big one with the wrapper. But the problem with that is, well, obviously it wouldn't fit on this farm. Way too big for this farm. Way too expensive. But also, the horsepower draw on it, I don't think we have a tractor that could run it. All right. Hold around here, right about here, drop the pickup, here we go. It's a good speed, maybe a little fast. Let's slow it down, about like so. Yeah, that's better, that's better. I don't know, man. Right now we're on pace for about one bale per length. And the thing is, we're barely using bales for the pigs now. But if we were to open the dairy, we would need them. Problem is, we don't have enough money to open the dairy. We don't have enough money to buy cows, not even close. So we'll close that. Back on the cruise control. So I've come at it from a lot of different angles, and I just have not figured out a way that we could make money on this farm in a way that's not fun. I mean, sim farming is definitely fun. That's why we love it so much, but I don't know. I just can't think of a way that we could do that. And we're so broke all the time. This is one of the few maps that I've played in my farm sim experience where loan interest is actually a thing. Right, like our loan interest could be a problem for us, and we can take apples down for 2,000 per load. We've got silage that we're selling for like 150 euro per scoop. Okay, so we got 2 for that length. Let's do one more length. If we get 2 for that length, that'll be 4. So that puts us on actually 20 for the field, which is a little more than I thought we'd get. But you know what? I'll take it. We could sell these. We could probably sell these. Some maps you can't sell straw bales. But we could sell these. That would give us some money. I thought about selling the Unimog. But again, none of that really addresses like the core problem. And the core problem is we're just making money very, very, very slowly. To the point where we're almost not even making money at all. So, yeah. I think we'll go ahead and wrap up. Gives us the opportunity to bring in a new map when the time comes. Right, so we'll drop that. Head right down here carefully, next to the Unimog, carefully. There we go. And, yep, that's it. I can't think of anything else that's happening at the moment. Let's put that right here. Right, like so. Right. And right down here. I don't know if this thing will fill one more time before the end of the row. It may. It's going to be close. Maybe. Maybe. No. No, not likely. Not going to happen. Maybe. No. Maybe? Oh, we'll see. All right, so we'll get this thing emptied out one more time. We'll call it. Oh, yeah? It is going to fill up. All right. Right there. Right down here. So that's, yeah, we'll call it 2 per length. So about 20 bales we'll get out of this field. All right, take it. All right. So shut that. There we go. Sun's on the right side. Perfect. We'll hop out here. Call it right there. There you have it, folks. Thanks for stopping back to check out the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farming Simulator 17. This is Agri OC. See you next time. Take care now.